Now we get you all the latest updates from the Israel-Hamas war, and as death and destruction continue in the ongoing war, Israel's relentless strikes are hitting hospitals, ambulances, shelters and homes. And while diplomatic efforts continue, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that there is no possibility of a truce at the moment. In the latest, Israel has attacked an ambulance convoy outside Gaza's largest hospital, the Al-Shifa hospital, where at least 15 people have been killed and 60 have been injured, as per Hamas-run health ministry. Now, the visuals from the site show chaos and bodies laying on the ground, bystanders are rushing to help. Israel's military said that it had identified and hit an ambulance being used by a Hamas terrorist cell. It said Hamas militants were killed in the strike and accused of group transferring militants and weapons in ambulances. Hamas officials deny these allegations as baseless. Now, the Palestinian Red Cross condemned Israeli strikes in a statement, while it said one of its ambulances was struck by Israeli missiles. Meanwhile, reports of more deadly Israeli strikes are coming, where 20 have been killed in shelling of school in northern Gaza, as per Hamas. And the militant group says that the school was being used as makeshift camp for displaced people, and several tank mortar shells fell into the school that was directly targeted. As Israeli strikes continue to indiscriminately hit camps, schools, residential buildings, Israel also struck a French cultural institute in Gaza. Now, France has reacted to the Israeli strike with astonishment and incomprehension. France's foreign minister has demanded a full investigation into why that building was hit. Now, France will meanwhile host an international humanitarian conference for the civilian population in Gaza on November 9th, and this as it looks to coordinate aid for the besieged Palestinian enclave. Israel says that it has eliminated many militants in the last 24 hours, and Israeli army continues to release videos of their troops and tanks operating in Gaza. Meanwhile, continuing his diplomatic efforts, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has now arrived in Jordan after Israel visit as part of his fresh West Asia tour amid the war. Now, Blinken in Israel urged for a temporary stop or a pause to the military offensive to allow aid to enter Gaza. However, he faced pushback from Netanyahu, who rejected any such halt unless hostages held by Hamas are freed. In Jordan, Blinken will be meeting 5 Arab foreign ministers. The foreign ministers of Jordan, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Qatar will meet in Amman later today. And while Blinken was speaking in Israel, Hezbollah chief broke his silence and spoke on the war for the first time. He outrightly called the October 7 Hamas attack as quote-unquote a exclusive Palestinian effort and denied any Iran or Hezbollah involvement. He warned that a wider conflict in West Asia is a realistic possibility if attacks on Gaza continue, while he placed the responsibility of the ongoing war firmly on the United States.